Hi, everyone. Dr. Laura Ricci here. I have been going through a journey. Some of you may or may not know that I'm pretty sure that I have retorn my hip labrum. For those of you that don't know, I have a history of adult hip dysplasia and I have torn my labrum twice before. This is not my first rodeo. I know what it feels like, and I'm really good at listening to my body. And I know when something doesn't feel right. And so I have been on a process of trying lots of conservative treatments. And that's always the first route, right? Using our beautiful essential oils to support me with the aches and discomfort. And I was recently told I want to consult with a physician who specializes in this area. And I had to gather up a lot of medical information to do this. And it reminded me of how challenging it is for a patient to navigate through our medical system, because our health system, our healthcare system, is more of a sick care system and a broken system. And the burden is really left upon us as the patient to be able to speak up, ask for what we need, and navigate that. And since I recently went through that this week, I thought I would share my top tips with you really quickly to help empower you for anybody else who may be struggling or in a similar boat with this. First is speak up for what you need. Ask for what you need. In this case, I wanted to set up a telehealth consult with this physician, and they sent me an email literally with a long checklist of all of the things that I needed to turn in and submit in order to set up this telehealth appointment. A lot of it was medical records. So that's my next tip for you, is ask for a copy of whatever your medical records are. If you're getting an x-ray, ask for a copy of your imaging CD. Ask for a copy of the report. Ask for copies of labs, of any medical records, and create a binder and have all of that in there so that you can reference that very quickly. This is very important for continued care. If you're seeing other healthcare professionals, if you're getting a second opinion, but it's also important for you to have those things. We should be empowered. We should have our lab results and know what those are and know where to find them. And that's how you're going to track your progress. So it's really important. So anytime that you go and you have labs drawn or imaging of any kind, anything like that. Now, in my case, I had x-rays done earlier this week, and they printed an imaging CD for me immediately. I got that imaging CD, I took it back with me. The report they didn't give me until my doctor viewed it first. So you may have to wait. It's kind of frustrating because they're your medical records and you're paying for these exams and everything, but sometimes you have to jump through some hoops. So I called my doctor's office. I was able to pick those up and have those. Save those. Those are important because you never know later on down the road when you're going to need them. And luckily, I have my medical records in a binder. So when this physician asked for my op reports, for previous MRIs, for clinical notes, I had all of that I could easily gather and give to the next doctor. So that's really important. Ask for those. Those are yours. That's your medical records. You probably are going to have to fill out a release of information or a disclosure form for that. And I like to stay on top of that. So before I even go to get the x-ray, I was asking for the medical release form. I filled it out and submitted it. So once that report was in, I could go and pick it up. Makes life so much easier. There is a lot of paperwork involved. Yes, there is a lot of time involved, but this is your health and you're worth it. And you have to be your best advocate with all of this. So get copies of your labs, sign the medical release forms, call and follow up with people. It really is true. The squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? And I am very blessed. I have an amazing family doctor. He has an amazing staff. I'm very close friends with a lot of them, and they were really great and efficient, even to the point when they faxed my report over, they called me. That's rare. That's a very special clinic that does that for you. But make sure that you follow back up with them in a timely manner. Get names and phone numbers and document the times that you talk to people. This is really important, especially with insurance companies. Insurance companies are, they can be really challenging to work with. I am waiting on a hospital in Houston to get my medical records released, and they're giving me a hard time. So I am actually calling them once a day to check the status on that. Hey, I wanted to check the status on that. Can you tell me who's working on my request? Can you tell me if you've received my request? Can you tell me the amount of time that it's going to take to complete this request? Follow up, get the dates, get the times, keep a record of all of that. Don't give up. I know this is a lot. I know it's a lot of hoops to jump through. But again, this is really important for your health. And most people probably would give up, but you're not going to. You're an empowered patient and you're going to have that. You have your medical records organized in that binder. My next tip, use essential oils for stress support because it's a journey. This week has felt like a full-time job of me just gathering all this other information up. So I used a lot of adaptive capsules, adaptive essential oil, diffusing it, putting it on topically. Support your body, support your health with that as you're going through that. My other tip, if you need to mail medical records, mail imaging CDs or reports to another physician, you mail it. It's worth what you pay to do that because then you can get a tracking number and track when it's going to be received. And then you can call the clinic to confirm that they've received those things. I think that's really important. Remember, nobody's coming to save you, right? You have to be all in for you, all in for your health and wellness. You have to be your own hero. You have to be your own advocate. So keep track of those things. They're your records. You can do it. Those are my top tips for you. I hope you found this helpful. And if you try some of these things, get copies of your labs, tag me. I would love to see how this information is supporting you as you navigate this journey. All right, that was on my heart. I feel like we need to be talking about some of this stuff more. If you're going through this journey yourself, I am sending so much love and light to you. And I just want to encourage you. We can do tough things. We can jump through the hoops. It will be worth it in the end. Stay the course, stay the path, and it will be worth it because this is your health. You only have one body, so we need to take extra good care of it. We also have to be advocates for what we need. All right, have a great rest of your evening. Take care, everybody. Bye.